Good morning, day 339, cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry meals. So I got some flowers yesterday as a hostess gift. That was nice. So we'll have some flowers. It was a very low-key Thanksgiving, which, is nice. It's going to be 49 degrees today, so not too bad, but not sunny. It's cloudy. And so I'm going to be just kind of relaxing mostly today. I have leftovers from Thanksgiving. I had lots and lots of leftovers. A couple people didn't come, so I had more food than what I had people. I had more food than people. So my son took a bunch of it home. I told him he could freeze it. I froze some of the chili, froze some of the other food that was left over. And that is out in my garage freezer. So today will be a leftover day, and I won't be having my cucumbers and rice bread. It's finally all gone. So I'll be making something else for breakfast this morning, but I don't know what. We'll see. So Bob the repairman is coming this morning. Yay. I hope he can get it fixed. Now my microwave is acting up. It's like the fan is stuck. So maybe I'll have Bob take a look at that too. I don't know, it's probably a switch, but I won't spend any money anymore on my microwave because I already had it fixed once. So if that goes, I will have to get another one because I use my microwave all the time. I cook a lot in my microwave. So for me, that's sort of a must-have. I don't want to go back to the old way of heating everything up on the stove with all those pots and pans, and so I don't know, maybe there's a microwave in the future. It just keeps going on and on, but after 20 years I guess that's to be expected, because that's how long I've lived here. But I've had 2 refrigerators, 2 dishwashers, two microwaves. Yep, 2 microwaves. So, yeah, and they're all getting to be about 10 years old, so we'll be going on another cycle of those, I guess. So anyway, life goes on, and another holiday in the rearview mirror, next Christmas. So I'm not going to decorate for Christmas, though, until December. Probably the second week of December or so, because I don't like to leave it up for a whole month. It's too much clutter. Anyway, that's it for me this morning. I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then we'll go look in my refrigerator, see what's been added from the holiday feast, and we'll see what the day brings. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, let's take a look in my fridge this morning. It's actually early afternoon. Just haven't been hungry for breakfast. I guess too much cooking. So let's see what we have. I have some cucumber and tomatoes, and I have these little 3 chicken tenders, not chicken tenders. I don't know, I may have a salad later. I still have lots of cheese. I think I'm going to have just some cheese and bread. I have this Walmart French bread, and I want to make something with, I have a banana, not apples, So I want to make something with some of these apples. So I'm going to take that out. That goes good with cheese too. So let's see. I still have some of this apple butter. Not much left. It's been in there like forever. And I have some of this oat milk. I'm going to have that. And let's see. Well, for dinner I have a couple of things of leftovers. There's corn casserole and just different things in there. So I may have that with something. I'm not sure what. I still have romaine lettuce. I still have guacamole or avocados, but I don't feel like having that now. So, and then I have the bag of coleslaw. I have all this butter that we're going to use for making cookies. So, I think I'll make something with oatmeal. Alright, so I will meet you at the stove. Here's what I'm having for, it's actually lunchtime. I'm having just half an apple and bread and the cheese from Aldi's that I got for Thanksgiving. I still have quite a bit left. So that's what I'm having for lunch, and then I'm going to make, I have one banana, half an apple, half a cup of oatmeal. I have some cinnamon, some vanilla, and some apple butter. And I think I'm going to make, oh, and some oat milk. And I think I'm going to make some sort of a sweet thing that I can either eat for breakfast or as a snack with some of the whipped cream I have, because I have a lot of whipped cream left over too. So alright, I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make my oatmeal, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I'm back. Had my breakfast, finishing up my tea, and this is ginger and turmeric. Pretty good. Alright, here I have a mashed banana and half an apple cut up. Alright, I'm going to add 1 egg. And I'm just going to mix that up. I got this recipe idea off of YouTube somewhere. And you can kind of add anything to it that you want. I mean, the banana and the apple, I think you could probably put applesauce or, you know, different things in there. Other types of fruit puree. I've never made this before, so I don't know if it's good or not, but we're going to find out. Okay. I'm going to add some cinnamon. And I like cinnamon, so if you don't like it, leave it out. But if you do like it, you can add it. So I'm going to add about, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, because this isn't going to make very much. If you're making double that, you'd probably want to put a whole teaspoon. And this this morning I put my yogurt in, so I'm making a pot of yogurt because I was out of that. Oh my, this is really on there. Alright, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Because I like vanilla. If it's more, that's fine. And then I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to add a little pinch of salt. Just a little. And then I'm going to bake this at 350 for, I don't know, I imagine a half hour or so, but I'd have to check it and see. If I remember, I'll leave it on the screen. So there we go with that. I'm also going to add about a tablespoon of this erythritol, but you know, you can use sugar too. But I have this and I want to use it up because I want this to be on the sweet side. And I know I usually don't go for sweets too much in the morning, but I have all these things and I want to use them up. I have a lot of different sweeteners because I wanted to try different sweeteners to see what I liked. My favorite is still the stevia and monk fruit. It seems to be my favorite. But you don't know if you don't try new things, but they're always coming out with something different. Okay, I'm going to add some raisins to this. And like I said, you can add anything you want to this recipe. I mean, the basic recipe is a banana, a diced up apple, and oatmeal, and milk, plant milk. Whatever fruits and things you decide to add is up to you. You can add nuts if you want, but I'm not going to add nuts this time. And if this is good, I'll make it again. And if it's not, then I won't. Okay, now I'm going to add the half a cup of oatmeal. And I'm going to add this apple butter, which is also sweet. And I want to use this up. I've had this like forever. And I think it would be good in this. So I'm going to use it all up. And then I'm going to add the milk to equal half a cup. Yay! Another thing gone. And I guess you can use whatever milk you want. I have oatmeal this time, so that's what I'm using. Tasty. Let's see if that's half a cup. I think I'm going to add just a splash more, not much, because I'm substituting the apple butter for the liquid. So, alright, I'm going to add that in. And that's it. I'm going to mix this up, put it in a greased pan, and bake it. right. Worst case scenario, this will be too thin. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think I might add just a little bit more oatmeal to that, because I definitely want it a little thicker. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 and we'll see how long it takes to bake. Smells good. So here it is. I'll be back. Looks pretty good. It's still warm. I'm just going to try a little piece with a little bit of this whipped topping from Aldi's. Let's give it a try. All right, let's see. Well, it holds together pretty well. It's not like a crunchy bar. It's soft, almost well, like a baked oatmeal, because that's what it is. All right, and of course you got to have whipped cream, right? I do. All right, that looks pretty good. So let's give it a taste. It's good. So if you have a banana and an apple, some random dried fruits and nuts, you can put them all together and make yourself either a breakfast or a healthy dessert. All right, I'll be back later with some dinner. It's just going to be leftovers. I'm not cooking anything else today. So I'll be back in a little bit. Dinner was good. It was nice not to have to cook. So yesterday was a very, very weird Thanksgiving. It was just really odd. I've been cutting back on food the last couple years. Oh God, I used to make so much food. And now I just make some dishes. You know, I don't make 2 different kinds of potatoes and 3 roasts, and you know, I mean, that's over with. But yesterday I really thought that I didn't overdo it, but apparently I did. So my daughter-in-law and my one granddaughter, they were out of town. Her parents live in Florida, so they went there. So they weren't there. My son did come. His dad came. We get together for all the holidays. I like that because it's nice for our kids. So he came. My son brought my mom. She didn't eat anything but a piece of apple pie. I don't know. Anyway, so I had all this food, this big, huge pot of chili. And the sides, I mean, you know, I didn't overdo it, just traditional. Well, if you saw yesterday's video, you know what I made. My other son, he was feeling under the weather, so he and his girlfriend couldn't make it. So, and my daughter and her kids, they ate over their in-laws. So, but we didn't touch the pumpkin pie. Probably this much was gone out of the apple pie. The chili was like a big pot of chili. So anyway, it was a very, very weird holiday celebration. I've never experienced one that was that low key. I don't mind the low key part, but that was epic. Not epic, that's for sure. It was very underwhelming. So anyway, next year, and for the Christmas holiday too, I think I'm just gonna make it an appetizer thing. People can either bring one, or I'll just make some or whatever. Because the problem is, as you guys know, I don't have that much freezer space. So my son took a big part of it because his wife and daughter are coming back, I think on Monday, and so then they can have another Thanksgiving dinner. And I told him too, I said, you can take the chili and freeze it, and then you'll have it for your lunches. So he did. He took quite a bit of the food, thank God. His dad didn't want any. My mother didn't want any. My daughter didn't want any either, because they had just come from this big, huge feast, and they probably had leftovers from that. So lesson learned, you got to make adjustments. It's not all about me, so, but I'm not going to do that anymore, cook such a big meal and then just have it left over. So, but anyway, other than that, it was a nice time. And so we'll see what's going to be happening Christmas and Christmas Eve. I'm not sure, but I'm not cooking any more big meals. It just, it's not worth all the work. So even though this Thanksgiving, it was very, very relaxing because I had done a lot of the work ahead of time. And I had already done a lot of cleaning and straightening up. Well, you guys know. So really all I had to do was clean the bathroom and sweep the floors, and so everything was ready in that regard. And then of course I did a lot of the cooking the day before. But some things you have to do at the last minute, mashed potatoes and those things. So that was my Thanksgiving, and hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. And so I'll show you what I just ate for dinner, and then I'm going to sign off. All right, let's take a look at what I had for dinner today. Okay, well, I put together some dinner for myself. Just leftovers, mashed potatoes, corn casserole, cornbread stuffing, and those nuggets that I made the other day. And then I had a little bit of leftover cucumber and tomato with Italian dressing and salt and pepper. So that's what's for dinner tonight, and I have not done one darn thing today. I just took a day of rest, so I'm going to eat my dinner, get in my jammies, and do some more nothing. We all deserve to take days where we don't do anything, where we just rest. All right, well, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.